Southbound, right side, 225. Ah. Pardon me. Good afternoon. I-75 southbound. Southbound, right side, 322. Still on our way down to Belglade and Okeechobee, Florida, or Belglade. Make a delivery of this John Deere tractor. Okay. Where we also pick up, as soon as we deliver, we'll pick up another tractor, put that on the truck. Hey, Backwoods, how you doing, sir? So we're gonna pick up once we roll this tractor off, we're gonna roll another one on immediately. We're going to go from Belle Glade, Florida, on the southeast side of Lake Okeechobee. We're going to go an hour north to the north side of Lake Okeechobee, to the actual town named Okeechobee, where we're going to pick up a second piece, which both of them going to the same receiver up in Hazelhurst, Georgia, which is southeast of Atlanta and east of Macon, Georgia. Which we should make that delivery Friday without too much problems. And then we're going to come back up here to Emerson, Georgia, which is at exit 283 here on I-75, which we got a few miles to go to get there, about 40 miles, roughly. 37, 40 miles-ish. Right now we stopped here in Dalton, Georgia, exit 230 or 326. We went ahead and did a 30-minute break there because whatever, let's just do that. We were already on the road for about 4 hours, so it's a 30-minute break, gain the other 3 hours that are remaining on the drive clock, and now we just have 7 hours to drive for the rest of the day, so we're just gonna power on through. I'm going to do my best to get down to Ocala, Florida. When we get to Ocala, we can reserve a parking spot to be on the safe side. But we'll do that a little bit later in the day. I'm still waiting for my Florida permit. So right now we're going to go about 130 miles down the road to Jackson, Georgia. We're going to pull in at the Pilot Flying J there. We're going to check our email. If I don't have it then, I'm going to make a phone call saying, hey, where it be? Because if I can't get into Florida, I can't make my delivery on the time that I want. I can't do my pickups. I can't make my second delivery back in Georgia. Then I can't get back for my home time, starting, Friday night. Which I really, really want to do. So we got roughly an hour south. Then we're going to get on I-285, which goes around Atlanta. We're going around the west side of Atlanta. So we'll be going down around to the airport. And then we're going to get I-75 again to take that straight south into Florida. Like I said, we're still waiting for our Florida permit. So as soon as I can have that in my hand, then I can roll. I'll have nice, smooth, entry into Florida through the agricultural station, through the way station, and on south. The absolute minimum that I want is to get to Jasper, Florida, at the absolute minimum. But I definitely would like to get to Ocala. They're at State Route 44. If I can park there, we'll have an easy run down to Belle Glade. Then, like I said before, drop this tractor off with its tires, pick up another tractor right there, hour up the road to Okeechobee, pick up a piece up there, and then, you know, it's basically a little over half a day up to about half a day up the road to Hazelhurst. We'll find a place to park in the meantime. And then, like I said, we'll make our delivery early enough in the day, hopefully sometime before noon, if possible. The place I need to deliver to will close at 4:30, so I have a minute. I have at least until that time to, you know, make the delivery. And then it's about half a day, about 4.5 hours back up here to Emerson, where I typically like to park for, you know, for a time off at, you know, at my sister's house. Buc-ee's, 1 mile. It should be open now. It's open now. They got a Love's right across the street, so if you're a truck driver, you can go to Buc-ee's. You just walk right across the street. One of these days, maybe with the next load after a little bit of time off this weekend, maybe I can come up here and pop into the Buc-ee's and see what the hype is about. Union Grove Road, exit 310. We'll give it a whirl. We'll see what the hype is about. Now, if we had more truck drivers who were not dirty, filthy, disgusting, rude, arrogant, lazy, stupid, inconsiderate jerks, maybe Buc-ee's would have a place for trucks to get in to park overnight. But unfortunately, basic good manners is not a standard in this industry. So Buc-ee's says we're not going to deal with that mess. You guys can go elsewhere. And this is one of those few places where there's a truck stop right across the street. Oh, pardon me. So my friend Brent, who is also a truck driver, he drives from out of Cartersville, Georgia. He's always up this Mohawk and Shaw and the other flooring things around here. So he's been in there before. He's had a good experience. So, you know, one day I'll get to do that, but at the moment, unfortunately, I have to roll down the road. I still have about 400 miles to go for the day, 6 hours and 43 minutes. That's to Ocala. More than likely, being now it's 1 o'clock, I'm probably only going to get to Jasper. We will see what we can do. I lost an hour on the clock on daylight because I had to come into Eastern time from Central. So, I lost a little bit of time there. But that's the nature of it. So we're hauling as much behind as we can. Maximum speed allowable by the truck and by the road. So we're just going to continue to do what we can do. Besides dealing with Atlanta here. We got Atlanta to deal with, we got permits to deal with, we got the shippers, or the receivers and the shippers to deal with. We got the regular traffic, we got the weather, we got construction slowdowns, we got our hours of service we got to adhere to, the rules and regulations, we got the permits to deal with. So we got a lot of variables that are constantly going to slow us down a little bit. So we have to just work on getting ahead of the curve, as it were. The very moment that we can get going, we have to get going. We have to just minimize all the slowdowns as much as we can. Mr. TJ Jones, how you doing, sir? We are doing fine. You see pretty much blue sunny skies. Happy about that. Traffic has not been too bad, except for Nashville, of course. Got stuck behind an accident, or slowed down because of an accident. So we lost a little bit of time there, maybe about 5 minutes. 10 on the outside. We've already done a 30-minute break. They're in Dalton, Georgia. I would have thought that, these little stupid four-wheelers who I can't say usually, but the likelihood of being one of these people telling a truck driver how to drive and be safe, because they obviously know, you would think they would put their phones down, they wouldn't just run into the back of somebody else because they're super drivers, they're Mario Andretti. But, there you go. They just... So, a 2-car, 3-car fender bender with a smashed-in hood and smashed-in bumper, shuts down 2 of 4 lanes So everybody else has got to suffer because these people can't seem to go without staring at their phone for 5 seconds while they're operating a motor vehicle at 60 miles an hour. But I'm wrong about that, so. You know, it's amazing, you know, being up like we are, you know, sitting above virtually every other vehicle out here except other trucks. You know, we see a lot of people doing some pretty stupid things in a car. Putting on makeup, changing their clothes, concentrating on their phones, you know, looking in the back seat. All kinds of nonsense. And even when they're not doing any of those things, they're actually driving. They aren't using their turn signal. They aren't looking in their mirrors. They aren't following the speed limit. They aren't, you know, having proper following distance. They aren't doing, you know, basic driving. But par for the course. Par for the course. That's a nice looking 4-door dually there. That kind of dark candy apple red. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, well, that's that. I can rant all I want about traffic, but whatever. So like I said, we picked up this tractor up in in Waterloo, Iowa. Picked up in Waterloo. We got, you know, on Monday. We got back down to Cedar Rapids Monday afternoon. Yesterday, we got to Oak Grove, Kentucky. About 500 and something miles. Forget exactly what it was. This morning, we had to wait for daylight hours. Rules of Kentucky. Got into Tennessee with no problem. Got here to Georgia after dealing with the Nashville Spaghetti Junction. I-40, I-65, I-24, all kind of mixing right there. So we got through that. Said lost about maybe 5-10 minutes at the most. But got through that. Got through Chattanooga with little problem. And now straight down I-75 for the most part. Southbound right side, 300. Like I said, we got to take the little bit of a turn, go around 285. Get back on 75, take that south towards Macon, do the 475 cut. That'll keep us on to 70, that'll get us back on the 75, so we don't have to deal with Macon. And then we'll just follow that south. And then as long as I get my Florida permit, I can shoot right on in. Yeah, that's probably going to be the biggest thing that will hold me up and make me miss being able to make my delivery here on Friday. Or, well, if I do not get my permit today for Florida, but I do get it Friday, I will be able to make my delivery and 2 pickups, but I will not be able to make my delivery back in Georgia until Monday. Which is, that's really gonna, get my goat, as it were. All right, Cartersville. You got the TA, you got the pilot. This is where Millis Transfer is out of, right here in Cartersville. Last time I was here, I delivered some tractors out of Texas back to here. Like I said, my friend Brent, who's a truck driver as well, he works there in Millis, so he basically right there, right across, right next to the place I was delivering. All right, about 12 miles, we'll get down here to Emerson, Georgia, which is where I hope to be getting back to first thing Saturday morning. I won't be able to get back up here, Friday night, because Love's doesn't do any reserve parking. It's first come, first serve. And trying to get a parking spot here at this Love's here in Emerson, Georgia. If you're not here before 3:30, you're pretty much screwed in getting a parking spot, because it is always full. Southbound right side of the 293 exit. Why are you going slow like that, you idiot? Just all of a sudden, just slow down. That's not how you drive on the highway. You're gonna go slow, get in the slow lane. Dokie, well, like I said, we got a somewhat decent day's drive. It's around 79 degrees right here, about half an hour north of the ring road around Atlanta. So we're gonna stop here in Jackson, Georgia. We're gonna check our email. Hopefully that Florida permit is in. We'll make it down to Vidalia, Albany area. We'll get as close to the border as we can before we actually do stop if I don't have my permit. Permit.
Anybody don't know the speed limit is 70 right there, so if you can't run 70, would you please maybe proceed over into the right lane?
I have no idea what that gibberish was. All I heard was right lane. Alright, this exit goes out to Rome. You have a Coca-Cola distributor out there, which I've delivered roofing material to once before. Not a bad little town, nice and quiet. Not too bad of a drive going through that way, like I said, out towards Alabama. If you ever have a chance to go through that way, I think you'd like it. Nice and quiet, nice and easy. Rather scenic once you get out of town, get out towards the lake. All right. But it's been a good number of months since I've been to Florida. And especially all the way down to Belgrade, Florida. It's been quite a while. Been quite a while. Now, the last time we were here in Georgia was September the 13th. That Monday I went out to Athens, Georgia, picked up a load there going out to Arizona and California, San Diego, California. So it's been well over a month. 4 trips back and forth across the country in a row. And see this guy, this blue car here, right on my left-hand side, this Acura TLX. What's the guy doing? He's on his phone. Amazing. You gotta get over eventually there at FedEx. Thank you. Goodness. Holy mackerel! So, not too bad. I mean, kind of got lucky. These two loads here are just kind of timed just right. Now it's just a little bit of a crunch to getting them done. And even if I only get to Jasper today, I still can make my delivery and pickups, and then Friday make my final delivery, and then deadhead back up here to Emerson. Which is right up here at this next exit. And I may not get up here Friday night, but I will get here Saturday morning, relatively early. And exit 283 on I-75 at this Love's. Love's has the McDonald's, has the Subway. And you got a Taco Bell, an Arby's, a Starbucks, a Chick-fil-A, a little really bad Japanese, Chinese place that I won't even go to. I didn't like the way it looked or smelled. There's a frozen yogurt place. There's a little arcade, rock climbing, bowling alley, miniature golf thing right there with a really good little pizza place called San Angelo's. Good pizza, good pasta for a good price. I think you also got a Wendy's here.
Oh, you crackheads, go ahead and get off there to 283 and get you something to drink and eat. I know you're hungry. Twinkle one there, put that pipe down, you're doing just fine.
Yeah, so we are, like I said, we are just rolling. Like I said, we'll probably get back up here Saturday morning, get parked, get over to my sister's house, do the mail, a few packages, and we're good to go. Southbound right side, 281. What is with you, dummy? You saw my turn signal. You saw this cop up here. No, you didn't care. I'll do whatever I please. Nice old, looks like an old Chevy there. Or was that possibly a Dodge? I don't know.
Drivers, just a reminder, everybody's a violation in Georgia.
Okay. So we got about another 85 miles to go down to Jackson.
75 is well controlled. Just keep that in mind. Well, if everybody keeps talking about it, they'll start looking for it.
everybody would drive with just a little bit of sense, it won't be a problem.
Yeah, get out of the middle lane.
Well. Typical. So here, as we head closer to the Atlanta, to the city of Atlanta, we're going to get more and more traffic, and we're going to just have to keep our head on a swivel. Alrighty. So this is Acworth, Georgia. We have a Cabela's up here on the left-hand side up here in just a moment.
Hey, you want to lay right here, stay here. Don't be swerving over here and talking some bit. I would be safe if you're not here. Be safe on this 3rd day of October.
People learn how to merge, it's been a whole lot easier. Alright, Highway 5, exit 267, 9 miles ahead, travel time, 8 to 10 minutes.
So obviously it drops down to 45.
And there's the Cabela's over here on the left-hand side. Come on, California. You can do better than that. The road sign tells you the speed limit. Your GPS doesn't tell you the speed limit. My GPS is saying 65 is the speed limit, but that's not the law. All right. All right, here we are coming past Kennesaw. Right over here on our right-hand side. One of the safest towns in Georgia. Southbound, right side, 275. And the reason it's one of the safest towns in Georgia, because there's a bylaw or city law, city ordinance, or whatever it is, that all homeowners are supposed to be armed. to possess a firearm. Not a lot of people want to deal with that. You know, not a lot of criminals want to take their chances there. Now, down inside of Atlanta, where the laws are very restrictive, and you have a lot of people not able to get firearms or whatnot, they have a lot more crime because they're not really in fear of getting shot. Now over here in Marietta, Georgia, not too far to the south and west of here, of Kennesaw, mostly just south, but a little bit to the west. My sister, brother-in-law, nephews, myself, we have a few methods of protection in that house. Not going to have anybody doing anything to harm my members of my family. May not live in Kennesaw, but I'm going to live by that, go by that principle anyway. And that's one of the things I will be doing when I get back, Saturday morning. We'll be going to the gun range to do a little bit of practice. Why are you in my way again? Why did you deliberately pull in front of a big truck like this? Idiot. People, I swear. Southbound, right side, 272. Knuckleheaded woman. Oh, well, we are just going to keep on a-rolling. We're just going to keep ourselves aware and in control as much as possible. Atlanta. Ugh. Only out of Atlanta because I have to be. For the moment. Okie dokie. So next major town or city is going to be Marietta. It's going to be off to our right as well.
able to get over at the far left lane right. Yeah, that's not one of those things that's really just gone out of driver.
Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well. I have to figure out what we're going to do for dinner tonight. Not a clue. I think I might make a little bit of chicken thigh. Grill that a little bit with just some salt and pepper. Get that skin all nice and crispy. Probably make a ramen. I think that'll be quite nice. You know, slow it down a little bit there, Canada. Don't even be tailgating. All right, need to get out of these 2 lanes here. Now they got the restrictions for the left 2 lanes. Like I said, now the restrictions have started for what lanes trucks can be in. All these other fools are not abiding by that. Yep. And that SUV right there just didn't care. No turn signal. Didn't look to their left to see that truck with its turn signal on. Could have caused a nice little accident there. We're going to get in this lane here because we want to get over to the right-hand side so we can get off at this at our exit here, 259, and that'll dump us on, heading towards Birmingham, Tampa. Pardon me. Like here, we got 5 lanes, but for some reason it still manages to have people don't seem to think they have enough room to drive on. They drive like knuckleheads. Yeah, right there, Barrett Parkway, Georgia 120. That's usually where if I'm going to get off the highway, I'll take that road over towards my sister's house. Pretty sad when the Swift driver is the better driver. You can't keep it in your own lane. Lord. Alright, so. Alright, so we got to get around Atlanta. Which there is a debate which traffic is worse, Atlanta, Dallas-Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, Los Angeles, Chicago, or New York. And I don't think that's the kind of debate you can ever solve, because I think they all suck equally. The only good thing about big major cities is it concentrates all the stupidity in one area, so you know to avoid it. Oh, Atlanta, Atlanta, Atlanta. And here's a person all alone in their car wearing a mask. Driving to the highway at 60, 65 miles an hour, wearing a mask, all by themselves in their own car. I don't get it. What are you protecting yourself from?
2 miles, take exit 259 on the right, onto I-285 west toward Birmingham.
I'm doing it. As soon as people will let me over here, I mean, yeah. Oh, people, people, people. Southbound brake check, about 261. And this kind of stuff comes because people do not want to merge properly. They don't want to be in the proper lanes. And that slows everybody else down. People wait until that, well, mostly it's the people who wait till the absolute last second to get where they need to go. And you tell me they couldn't ship that in 2 separate pieces? I'm sure you could have taken that 4-foot base off of there and shipped that separately. I'm fairly confident they could have done that. But no, they gotta have a 16-foot high piece scrolling down the highway. Yeah, they could have made that a 2-piecer.
Take exit 259 on the right onto I-285 west toward Birmingham.
Holy mackerel. All right.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Now, technically, I could be in the other lane there, but
Take the first exit on the right onto I-285 west.
let's go ahead and move over a lane here if we can. Because this lane will end. This FedEx guy's going to be kind enough to let me over.
Left onto I-285 west toward I-285 by.
Holy mackerel. Whenever I drive, especially a big truck, I go by the 2-mile rule. The 2-mile rule, which I kind of came up for myself, is I want to be in the proper lane, the most advantageous lane, 2 miles before I need to make that turn or that adjustment of which lane I'm traveling in. If I do that, everybody's a lot safer because I'm not trying to change lanes at the last minute. I'm not trying to speed up or slow down at the last minute. I'm not trying to, barge in, causing more trouble than necessary. Yeah, look at these red lights up here. Ah. No trucks allowed. Left 2 lanes. Speed limit is set at 65, but we're here at 40 at the moment. Smyrna, then Mableton, off to the right-hand side, Paces Ferry, Vinings. "23 miles all the way around to the to I-75 again. And it's now 2 o'clock, so we are we got about 5 hours-ish. Let's see this idiot here. 3 lanes. His, mine, that one, then to the exit. That's the kind of stuff that that makes it dangerous out here. Morons like that. Live on camera, stupidity personified. And here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trucks where it says they're not allowed in those 2 left lanes, yet they're riding there anyway. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Par for the course. Yeah, set the old cruise control. You know, if everybody else just pays attention a little bit. And we'll all get where we need to go safe and sound. So we're basically just about an hour away from Jackson. So we're gonna pop in there just about 3:10 roughly. Then we'll see where, you know, we're gonna see where our permit for Florida is. B, we're gonna see exactly how far we can go with the curfew restrictions we have of driving during the daylight hours. Because in Georgia, well, I have to stop half an hour before sunset in Georgia. Florida, it's half an hour after sunset before I need to put lights on the load. I think. Because I'm only 10 foot, I think I fall into where I can travel at night as long as I have extra lights on the wide part of the load. Slow it down a little bit. Now it says 55. Good afternoon. Welcome to Atlanta. And in case you are unaware, we are taking a John Deere tractor, an 8R250 with a set of dually tires from Waterloo, Iowa to Belle Glade, Florida. We are 14 foot 2 inches high. We are 10 foot wide. We are running with permits that allow us to do that because we are extra, what's called extra legal. This truck here, that truck there, that truck there, those trucks up there, the ones that are passing us, they are at 8 foot 6 inches wide. That's the maximum legal they can be before they need permits. And no, that does not include the mirrors. The mirrors are exempt from that width. The body of the truck and the trailer, except for the mirrors, cannot be exceeding 8 foot 6 inches wide. and most states 13 foot 6 inches high. So we're 14 foot 2 inches high, we're 10 foot wide. Our weight is legal, our length is legal, but because we are exceeding 2 dimensions, height and width, we are on permits. I'm still waiting for my Florida permit. And that's the thing that's going to hold me up. If I can't get it today, it's going to be a real tough job to get my delivery done, do my pickup and my next load in 2 locations, and make my delivery by the end of the day Friday. That will be tough. And then traffic like this is just slowing me down a little bit more. Back down to the 14th gear. We are below 30 miles an hour. All right, we are slowing down right here because of the exit onto I-20. This is one of those locations where people do not want to get into the proper lane to get off on the exit. They'll wait till the last minute and cut over 2 lanes or 3 lanes. They'll slam their brake on their brakes and stop, blocking lanes of travel because they weren't smart enough to get over in proper time. This got plenty of opportunity. If you need to get over to the left, he's had that opportunity, so I ain't gonna wait for him anymore. There we go. And everybody else should be in the proper lane for the direction they need to go. And here's a good example. Right here in front of us. The last minute jerking the wheel over. If you were in the proper lane 2 miles ahead, you wouldn't be doing that. Amazing. Wow. All the way across the highway. You're a local driver and you're doing that. You should know where you're going. Incredible. Come on, accelerate there, guys. Get up to speed. You know the highway. Ready. Rant and rave. The life of a truck driver. And really the only reason I do that, A, know, it's just, I vent, I let it out, it's done with, it's over with. Plus, there's a little bit of entertainment value, I'll admit that. You know, come watch this idiot truck driver scream and yell his head off. Blah, blah, blah. Okie dokie, Smokey. So we're going to keep going down here. We're going to get... Oh, pardon me. But 85 down here is going to split off, you know, head out towards Montgomery, Alabama. We're going to stay on 285. That takes us around to around the south side of Atlanta towards the airport. Once we cross under the airport, we'll get on to 75 again, and we'll follow that south. And we will hopefully get back out, you know, get out of Atlanta without any kind of real fuss or muss. That way, Saturday morning, we've already made our delivery, our second delivery back in Georgia, and we are now heading back up to Emerson to park for the week for several days. Man, the road just knocked me right on over. Holy mackerel. Okay. Like I said, Jasper, Florida. I really would like to make that. That's about 250 miles away ish. We have 5 hours and 40 minutes on our drive clock. So we have time to get there. We have no. It's looking more and more like I will not be able to make it to Ocala, which is a dang shame. Ocala would have been a hell of a lot better, but I don't even know if I'm still going to be into Florida, period. If these stupid truck drivers would follow the rules, we'd all be a lot safer. No trucks over 6 wheels allowed in the left lane. Big glaring sign. But yeah, where are they at? In the left 2 lanes. Whatever. Alright, well, there's not a whole lot much more fun that we can have. I think I'll turn on the old 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s channel on the satellite radio here. I'm gonna rock out to some good music. Just to pass some time. Like I said, I'm stopping in Jackson, Georgia, do a load check, check our email, print out the Florida permit if they've sent it. And we will just go as far as we can today. And we'll do our best to get these next two loads, this load and the next load, done quickly, safely, and properly. Camp Creek Parkway. So I'm going to say, joining me, I do appreciate it. Be safe out there and God bless.